If you're a dancer living with a chronic illness, chronic pain, injury, or you were forced to stop dancing, I want to talk about something that we never name, and that is identity grief. Identity grief is complicated. It's grieving the version of you that could take class without calculating your energy. It's the version of you that said yes without fear of crash. It's the version of you that felt certain about your future. No one prepares you for this kind of loss. Identity disruptions happens when a major life change doesn't just alter your circumstances, it alters how you see yourself. It shakes the role you built your entire life around. For me, those roles were very clear. A dancer, a ballet teacher, fitness instructor had consistency. When a core role threatens, your brain reads it as an instability. Because our sense of identity is how we organize the world, it tells us this is who I am, this is where I belong, this is what I can expect from myself. So when that foundation cracks, it creates something deeper than just sadness. It creates grief. That is when loss isn't clear or obvious. You're still here. Your body's still here. You are technically still a dancer. But the version of you that felt effortless, that felt powerful, it feels gone. And that kind of grief is confusing because no one sees it. There's no ceremony for it. No one brings you flowers. The mental tension of I am a dancer, but I can't dance the way I used to. Your identity says one thing, but your capacity says another thing. That internal confliction is exhausting. And here's the most important part. This isn't weakness. It isn't lack of effortness. It isn't you being dramatic. It isn't lack of resilience. It's a nervous system response because our bodies isn't just something we have. It's our livelihood. It's our art. It's how we regulate our emotions. It's how we feel powerful. Identity disruption doesn't mean identity is gone. It means it's evolving. Allow yourself to grieve and not feel pressure of having to get back to that identity. Remember, we are evolving and becoming something new. The emotional reality, being forced to stop dancing and doing something that you love, is incredibly lonely. You feel replaceable. You feel invisible. And one of the scariest parts as being a dancer who is chronically ill is that you start to think, if I can't dance, then who am I? What is my purpose? So what actually helped me? I had to untangle my worth from productivity. Because as dancers, we are conditioned at a very early age to value, to be disciplined and consistent, to tolerate pain. We are praised for performing and attending class through discomfort. So when the illness removes your ability to be productive and produce at the same level, it doesn't just feel inconvenient. It feels like you've lost your value when your self-concept is fused into what you do. So if what you do changes, you feel like you disappear. And that was me. If I wasn't training intensely, if I wasn't teaching, if I wasn't attending class, if I wasn't performing, who am I? And here's the reframing that helped me. I am a dancer because I embody dance, not because I train 6 hours a day. Dance is how I interpret music, how I experience a space, how I feel emotion in my body, how I notice rhythm in my everyday life. That doesn't just disappear because of my capacity changes. The dance industry may define a dancer by their output, but identity is way more deeper than the industry. Rest stopped meaning failure. Pacing stopped meaning weakness. Doing less stopped meaning I was less. When I stopped trying to prove that I was a dancer, I started to feel like one again. Because I wasn't performing identity, I was inhibiting it. And that shift from performance to embodiment is what gave me stability again. If you're a dancer struggling with a chronic illness, chronic pain, or injury, I need you to hear this. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are adapting to something incredibly complex, and adaptation is something dancers are trained to do. I didn't lose my identity. I shed a version of it from trauma, overdrive, and hustle culture. And I am building one that is softer, wiser, and more sustainable. And the last thing I want to say, you are still a dancer. You are still an athlete, and you are not alone. Please hit that subscribe button. I am Kate, who is navigating life through a chronic illness, and I want to have a community with honest conversations about what it means to be a dancer living with a chronic illness. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.